Hello, thank you for tuning in to Night Vision News. I'm Zakia Howard, and these are our top stories. Several businesses come out to Middle Georgia State University in search for talented and work-ready students looking to get a head start on their career. Faculty and students at Middle Georgia State University come together at the ceremony to honor those affected by cancer. Longtime professor at Middle Georgia State University planned to retire. Darius has more on that story. This upcoming election has been one of the most talked about subjects. Let's see how people feel about one controversial candidate in particular.
From Night Vision News headquarters, this is Night Vision News at 6 with Zakia Howard.
Thank you for joining us, and we begin this evening with the career fair held at Middle Georgia State University. Shelby Woodward has more on that story.
Today, students from all over Middle Georgia State University are gathered in the Student Life Center to get a head start on finding a new career.
The Spring 2016 Career Fair hosted representatives from over 30 companies in the Middle Georgia area. The Career Fair not only benefits students, but is an incentive for employers looking to recruit new talent, offering full and part-time positions as well as internships.
I chose to come to Middle Georgia State University to recruit fresh new students, and this was important because a lot of the students are just beginning their program, and it helps us to develop our professionals.
Director of Career Services, Melinda Robinson Moffitt, says it's important for students to take advantage of the opportunities at MGA, like the Career Fair, so they can have their best foot forward professionally.
This is just a wonderful opportunity for the students to network, to engage with employers, and to look at all the possibilities that they can have with their major.
This student has an insight on taking advantage of the resources that MGA has to offer.
It made me realize a lot of things as far as leadership skills. It helped me build my communication with people. It helped me network. It made me grow in so many ways. So if it wasn't for Middle Georgia State University, I don't know where I probably would be at right now.
The Career Fair is held every semester to give students plenty of opportunities to expand their professional horizons. This has been Shelby Woodward from Night Vision News in Macon.
For our next story, family and friends come together during a luminary ceremony at Middle Georgia State University, sharing their inspirational stories dealing with cancer. Middle Georgia State University and the American Cancer Society partnered to host a luminarious ceremony honoring those battling cancer and remembering lost loved ones.
Relay for Life, luminarious ceremonies, that's how we get all of the funding for the research that we do.
The American Cancer Society hosts events nationwide, allowing individuals to share their cancer experiences and learn more on ways to catch cancer in its earliest stages.
Oh, I thought this was wonderful. I thought it was a great event to get a chance to share. One thing I do think would be important is actually I mentioned monthly exams. I bet a lot of people need to know about what kind of monthly exams to do because I caught my cancer early, and because I caught it early, I had a 90% prognosis of survival.
Relay for Life events allow students to understand the importance of coming together as a community to support finding a cure for this terrible disease.
I think it's important to have things like this on campus just to bring awareness to students who don't see this on it every day. I haven't really been close to cancer, but to see people's stories and see their emotion behind their stories, it was a good experience.
There's a couple of relays going on in Middle Georgia. This is what we call relay season. April 1st is Mercer University's relay, April 15th Crawford County, and April 29th is Bibb County's relay, where we expect 1,200 to 1,500 people.
100% of the proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society. They will continue conducting research to help you better understand and find ways to cure cancer. I'm Zakia Howard. This is Night Vision News Macon. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back with Darius Sullivan and Shelby Woodward with your sports and weather.
Are you hangry? Know the signs. Uncontrollable yelling.
Why aren't you egg rolls?
Hallucination.
Sushi.
Pants discomfort.
I hate you, pants.
Hangry. It can happen to anyone. Fortunately, there's E24, the app that tells hunger to shut up.
Egg rolls. Thanks, Snoop.
E24. In my medical opinion, it's the best way to order food online, baby.
Why is it better to get what you want now instead of later?
Because you don't want to wait to eat your raisins.
You don't want to wait to eat your raisins?
No.
Why not?
Because they'll turn into grapes?
Not sure that's the way it works.
Yes.
Are you competing for cutest kid right now?
Yes.
And what place are you in?
Kindergarten?
That's adorable.
It's not complicated. Now is better. And AT&T is the nation's fastest and now most reliable 4G LTE network.
Welcome back to Night Vision News. Now we're headed to the sports room with Darius Sullivan, where he'll give us the latest sports news.
With the regular season coming to an end, the Middle Georgia State men's baseball team looks to close out the season on a high note as they face Bethel University this upcoming Thursday and Friday at 1 p.m. in McKenzie, Tennessee. The Knights are currently sitting third in the SSAC standings. After the regular season, the Knights will be headed to Montgomery, Alabama for a little tournament action. But we can't show all the love to the guys. The softball team held their own this season and will also be headed to Montgomery to face Blue Mountain College. The girls are looking for a deep playoff run led by seniors Kiana Chang and Alyssa Emerson.
Thanks, Darius. Time for your 7-day forecast update in the Middle Georgia area. Shelby Woodward has more on that story right now.
Thank you, Zakia. Today is going to be cloudy and warm with highs into the low 80s and pop-up showers expected throughout the day. As you can see on the weather map, there's a few small clouds rolling in, nothing too serious, and no heavy storms are expected, just a few showers here and there. The 7-day forecast shows a hot and dry Friday with highs reaching into the 90s and scattered thunderstorms for the rest of the week. The beginning of next week will have light showers on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you're planning on enjoying the outdoors this weekend, Friday would be your best bet to get some sunshine in. Back to you, Zakia.
Thanks, Shelby. Looks like it's a great weekend for students to take a break from studying and hit the pool. Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back with more news after the break.
So yeah, sorry about last night.
I just don't understand why you didn't call.
Yeah, well, I was on E-Trade, diversifying my portfolio, taking control like a wolf.
Right.
What's that? That's volatility in the market. Taken care of. Wolf style. Oh, oh, oh.
And that milkaholic Lindsay wasn't over?
Lindsay?
Milka what?
Build a diversified portfolio at E-Trade.
I think we should have taken a left at the river.
Tarzan, no. Where Tarzan go?
Tarzan does not know where Tarzan go. Hey, excuse me, do you know where the waterfall is? Waterfall?
No. Me, Tarzan. King of jungle.
I know you wanted to.
If you're a couple, you fight over directions. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
You have to do that right in my ear.
Thanks for staying tuned in to Night Vision News. Updating some of the other stories across Middle Georgia, nursing instructor at Middle Georgia State University planned to retire after 14 years. Here's more on that story with Darius Sullivan.
After 14 years of teaching here at Middle Georgia State University, one professor is set to retire, trading in her life as a full-time professor and turning into a full-time family woman. After giving in to her grandmother's wishes, Vicki Bonner Stuckey pursued a nursing career after high school, working in the field for 26 years before finally following her own dream of becoming a teacher in 1989 at what was then Macon College.
So I started out as a part-time clinical instructor and just kind of got bit by the bug of working with students and decided to come and teach. And that was my first 7 years.
First-year nursing student Jenna Bird describes Stuckey as being more than willing to help students. Her dedication to her students simplifies a hard class like nursing fundamentals. Because of her unique teaching style, Bird says that Stuckey will be missed by the nursing students.
I've been a nurse for 46 years and have been able to make a big difference in many people's lives, and I'm getting to teach, which was sort of what I set out to do in the first place.
Stuckey says she has many unfinished glass staining projects she'd like to finish while also spending more time with her grandkids in Alpharetta. Pursuing her dreams while also putting a smile on her grandmother's face puts an end to a great career. And this has been Darius Sullivan, Night Vision News.
Recently, controversial figure Donald Trump has been in the news for various reasons. Earlier this week, we traveled around campus asking students and faculty how they feel about the Republican frontrunner. More on this story right now.
I beat China all the time. When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo? When do we beat Mexico at the border? They're laughing at us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime.
With election season right around the corner, I'm here on the campus of Middle Georgia State University to find out whether faculty and students believe that Donald Trump will make a good presidential candidate.
My name is Melissa Betway.
I'm Laura Thomason.
My name is David Futrell.
Eric Pace.
Kimberly Yetter.
Caitlin Smallwood.
Do you think Donald Trump is qualified to be president?
Oh, wow, I didn't think that was where this was going.
No, I do not believe that Donald Trump is qualified to be the next president. He's definitely said some disrespectful things about religion and race and different people who do make up the fabric of our country.
Personally, I have issues with Donald Trump's statement on immigration, especially what he has said about Mexican Americans. But our friends support Donald Trump because of his strong immigration views, and I think they support him mainly because he is a businessman, and they feel like him being a businessman, he could use that skill to make America great again.
There's a high risk involved in it, but at this point, I don't see that we're going to lose anything by taking a risk.
I don't know that I necessarily want, someone who doesn't have the best temper or character.
He has no political past whatsoever. All of his past companies have failed. He's made all of his money exploiting others. And basically he's running his campaign off the discrimination of another race.
In my personal opinion only, I don't believe that he is qualified to be president.
Based off of the interviews we did here today, Donald Trump does not seem to be the candidate of choice for the faculty and students here at Middle Georgia State University. And this has been Darius Sullivan, Night Vision News.
Thank you for joining Night Vision News. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. with your latest news. This has been Zakia Howard. As always, thank you and good night.